Happy New Year! Happy Christmas! It's our special TED Talk class about Secret Santa Exchange. And we all ready? And let's start from the beginning.
Yes, this story involves some mythical characters, Santa Claus and his wife in America, their Russian counterparts, Grandfather Frost and his granddaughter, Old Man Winter, an American adversary of Santa Claus, Santa's elves and their Russian counterparts, polar bears, toy makers, Santa's sleigh pulled by nigh-flying reindeer, including Rudolph with a big red glowing nose, and their Russian counterparts, a wagon pulled by 3 horses. It is late afternoon on Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas, somewhere in the snowy mountains.
Bah! Another Christmas is almost here. What a waste. All those smiling, happy faces makes me sick.
Good afternoon, folks. It's Christmas Eve and another year will soon be drawing to a close. Something's odd this year, though. Normally, but this time our radar has already detected Santa and his reindeer flying in from the North Pole, but this year we haven't seen him arrive yet. I wonder why he's running late this year. Oh, well, we'll keep you posted and let you know when he arrives. Good afternoon, comrades. Some breaking news. No one has seen Grandfather Frost so far this year, even though children have been calling for him to appear at their parties and celebrations as usual. He hasn't shown up at all. This is most unusual. I wonder if those pesky Americans arrested him when he flew over their airspace in Alaska. Let's hope not.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the North Pole.
Hello, police. I'd like to report a missing person. I haven't seen my husband for the past 2 days. I'm worried.
Carla, please.
Meanwhile, somewhere in the North Pole,
Hello, police. Hello.
You know,
I'd like to report a missing person. I haven't seen my grandfather for the past 2 days. I'm worried.
Miss Claus, I am Byomkesh Bakshi, the greatest detective in all of India. The US, British, and Russian governments have collaborated to hire me to help them solve 2 mysteries that are suspiciously coincidental. May I ask you a few questions about the disappearance of your husband?
Certainly, Detective Bakshi. Come in, please. Let me fix you some hot tea while we're talking.
Thank you, ma'am. Can you tell me what you remember about your husband's disappearance 2 days ago? What were the circumstances? When was the last time you saw him and what was he doing?
Well, he was going to town to buy some toy making supplies. It's Christmas time. Somehow we ran out of a critical toy making ingredient. Very odd. We've never run out of that before. It's almost as if some of our supplies went missing. But that's silly. There's no one around here in this frozen wasteland but Grandfather Frost, his granddaughter, and us, and the elves, of course.
Was there anything unusual about that day?
Let me see. Not that I can remember. There was a bad snowstorm that day, but we have those up here sometimes, you know. We have his sleigh all loaded with toys, and the reindeer are ready to go. We just need him back here quickly.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Do you know if your neighbor is home?
Grandfather Frost? No, I haven't seen him for the past few days either. Odd. His granddaughter is home, though. I saw her outside yesterday.
The detective thanked her and left.
Miss Frost? I am Detective Jomkesh Bakshi, the greatest detective in all of India. The US, British, and Russian governments have hired me to help them find your grandfather. May I ask you a few questions about his disappearance?
Yes, come.
Come on in. You have to enjoy a glass of some good Russian vodka.
I'm on duty, so can you add some lemon and ice, please? Now, where was I? Oh yeah, can you tell me what you remember about your grandfather's disappearance 2 days ago? What were the circumstances? When was the last time you saw him, and what was he doing?
He was going to town to buy a new staff. His old one got broken somehow 3 days ago. Our friends, the polar bears, were having to help him move around. So we wanted to go to town to buy a new staff so he wouldn't have to bother them so much.
Can you tell me, did he go to town with Santa, or did they leave at different times?
Let me think. Yes, I remember that Santa had left on his lane just before my grandfather left. However, it's possible they could have met along the road to town. I have his wagon all loaded with toys, and the horses are hitched up to it. We just need him to get back quickly. It's past time for him to leave.
Okay, that's all the questions I have for now. Thanks. Thanks.
Meanwhile, along a snowy road somewhere.
Oh, where am I? Well, what's happened?
He looks at his watch.
Silver bells. Look at the time. I'm late. I'm very late.
He rushes back home, jumps in the wagon, and tells his horses to beat feet and ride like the wind. Father Frost waking up in the snow somewhere.
Oh, my head hurts. Did I drink too much vodka last night? Where I am?
Looks at his watch.
Great thunderbolts, it's late. I've got to get moving.
He rushes back home, jumps in his sleigh, and tells Rudolph and his reindeer to fly like the wind.
What's that noise? Oh, thank goodness, Santa's back, and he's taking off in his sleigh.
What's that noise? Oh, that's the Great Bear. Grandfather's back, and he's taking off his wagon.
Santa in the skies over Russia.
The roofs and chimneys look different this year. Must be some new architectural safety codes the humans have implemented. Oh well.
He proceeds to go down a chimney to deliver his presents quietly and secretly.
Grandfather Frost. Surprise! Sit over here and rest a bit. Then the kids want to sing and dance with you. What's your granddaughter? He usually travels with you. These are my kids. The older boy has behaved badly this year. I don't think he deserves any presents. Could you have a serious talk with him, please? Here, my son has a poem he'd like to recite for you.
Молодец.
Oh, that was just wonderful, dear. Very well done. What did you think, Grandfather Frost? Wasn't that lovely? He's been practicing that poem all year just for you.
Santa thinking to himself,
Why aren't these people in bed asleep? Why are they calling me Grandfather Frost? Yes, Mom. It was an outstanding poem recitation. Well, I really must be going. Thanks for the show.
Grandfather Frost in the skies over the US.
The roof and chimneys look different this year. Must be some new fad the Russians have copied from the Americans. Phew.
He begins delivering presents house by house.
The front doors are locked. The lights are out. There is no one to greet me tonight. This is most unusual. I have to go down the chimney like the American Santa guy. How disgusting. What is this? Milk and cookie on the table? Are they still copying everything from the Americans?
Breaking news, folks. We have spotted Santa at long last, but he's done something different this year. It seems he's traveling by a wrong being pulled by 3 horses. So we're asking everyone to please stay off the roads tonight as much as you can. If you want your kids to have some presents under the tree in the morning, perhaps his reindeer are stick this year. What a strange Christmas this turning out to be. Breaking news, comrades, we have spotted a bright red light traveling fast over Moscow. It isn't responding to our messages, asking it to identify itself. Our military suspects it may be some kind of new advanced American spy plane, or perhaps even a UFO. Sorry, UFO, I don't know. But not to worry. We are scrambling for fighter jets to shoot it down.
An air-to-air missile zips by Santa's sleigh, almost hitting Rudolph.
What the? Rudolph, dive, boy, dive. Get below the treetops. ASAP.
Rudolph and the other 8 reindeer immediately began a power dive and dip below the treetops just as the 2 more missiles go whistling by over their heads.
Wow, that was close. I never had a reception like that before. What is going on in this Christmas?
In the USA.
Can my kids sit on your laps so I can take some pictures? And let us offer you some milk and cookies.
Santa? Sorry, ma'am. I'm running late and I don't have time for that right now. I can make time to listen a poem from one of you kids, so.
Let me see. If one of them has a poem that they can recite quickly. Kids, can you recite a poem?
Can you recite the poem?
Hooray! It's New Year's Day. Today we start something new. So this year I have decided to become a kangaroo. Or maybe I will learn to fly. Or how to walk through walls. Or how to turn invisible. I will make myself happy and create a peaceful world.
Lovely poem, just lovely. Okay, I'm afraid I really must be going now.
He continues on his way.
What's wrong with everyone this year? Did someone dump several tons of vodka into the water supply this Christmas?
In the North Pole, along the road to town.
2 sets of tracks intersect on the road here, coming from 2 different directions. Looks like one set was made by a sleigh and the other was made by a wagon. The way the snow is all pushed around, it looks as if they may have collided with each other on the road here. but there is no sign of them on their vehicles. The falling snow has covered up any tracks leading away from here. Where did they go? It doesn't make any sense. Wait, what is this?
He bends down to study the snow more closely.
There are some strange footprints here. They don't look human. And there is also a small pile of icicles here, as if someone were waiting here for a long time while smoking icicles instead of cigarettes. But that doesn't make any sense either. This is one of the strangest cases I have ever been assigned to. It's cold. Luckily, the granddaughter gave me a metal flask of vodka and lemon to bring with me.
The sound of
that's
drinking
good.
some delicious liquid. Something like that.
That's good. I feel warmer already.
Yeah, that's the end of part 1.
Yes, and please open part 2 scenario by the link in our chat.
Okay.
How we call pause in theater when everyone go drink? Teacherly, is it the name for that?
Drinking pause.
Entr'acte? No.
Say again?
How we call the pause in theater between two parts?
Oh, the aisle?
No.
Intermission? Oh, intermission?
Intermission, that's right. Mhm.
Okay. Intermission is a pause in a movie, yeah.
Yes. Look at this, we are learning.
Yes. Always.
I'm learning about you guys.
How crazy we are.
Diane.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Good. Just as dawn on Christmas Day is breaking, Mrs. Claus and Grandfather Frost's granddaughter are standing outside together, worrying and chatting, as they suddenly see two strange sights, one on the ground and one in the air. Their men were returning. They are okay. Their hearts are joyous. The detective comes out of Mrs. Claus's house. He had spent the night there in a spare bedroom while continuing to investigate the case. Oh.
Sorry. Where have you two been? We've been sitting here worried sick about you.
Wife, what are you talking about?
Suddenly, Mrs. Claus and the granddaughter look at each other. Then, with puzzled look on their faces, they look back at Grandfather Frost. Santa and Grandfather Frost look at each other and then look at the women.
What's wrong? Why are you two ladies giving us such strange looks?
Let's go inside. This situation definitely calls for something stronger than coffee and vodka this time.
As the women explain what has happened over the past few days, Grandfather Frost and Santa are mystified, not understanding what had happened at all, as if their memories had been wiped clean of who they were.
Wait a minute. I had some supplies go missing. And Frost, your stuff was found to be mysteriously broken. It almost sounds as if someone wanted us both to go to town at the same time. So they could perhaps arrange a little mischief?
Who could this be? I have no enemies up here.
Ah, but I do. Old man Winter hates Christmas. Whatever happened, I suspect he had a hand in it. Let's go pay him a visit. We can take my flying sled and reindeer. We can find him faster that way.
Later on, Santa. I am right behind you, comrade.
Let me come along too, if you don't mind.
The three men took the skis searching for Old Man Winter. They spot him high in the mountains and land next to him. As he tries to get away, Frost, Santa, and the detective split up and stand on all three sides of Winter.
Going somewhere, Winter? Stay and chat a while, will you? It's been a long time since we last talked.
What do you want, old man? I ain't done nothing. Leave me alone. Go away.
It seems that both of these men had some mysterious occurrences prompt them to both travel this way during a snowstorm, which reduced visibility and caused them to have a traffic collision at the same place at the same time. Nearby, there was a significant pile of icicles.
Icicles, you say? Well, well, well. If old man Winter here stands in one place too long, one of his nervous habits is to shed icicles, like a dog sheds hair.
Wow.
So Winter here was at the scene of our accident at the same time as we were. Can he control the weather by any chance?
Yes, it turns out he can make snowstorms appear whenever he wants.
Okay, you've got me. I did it all. I stole some of your toy supplies, Santa, and broke your staff, Frost. I made a snowstorm and ensured that you both arrived here at the same time. After your traffic accident, I did some magic and swapped your memories of your countries, so they were reversed. Frost went to the USA and Santa went to Russia. I was hoping the pandemonium and confusion would cause Christmas to be a disaster, but you two were too dedicated. You carried out your duties even in a strange environment and still managed to deliver all your toys in time. I didn't think you could pull it off.
Grandfather Frost grabs Winter by the throat and lifts him up to his feet. So his feet are off the ground.
Well, if you undo your magic spells on our memories, we just might spare you sorry little butt from becoming ice cubes in someone's refrigerators.
Okay, put me down. I can fix it.
Frost lowered Winter to the ground while keeping his hands around Winter's neck. Winter was coughing from the pressure on his throat, but he couldn't pull free. Winter muttered a few ancient Latin words that sounded like something out of a Harry Potter movie, and suddenly Santa's and Frost's memories were restored to normal. Frost released Winter while giving him a look that could almost have shot thunderbolts out of his eyes. Winter shrank back and cowered. Okay. The three men departed and returned to their respective homes. And that is the story of how Detective Bakshi saved Christmas that year. Also, after that, Santa and Frost developed an even deeper bond of friendship and enjoyed many nights dissing each other's country's silly and stupid Christmas traditions while laughing heartily all the while. After that night, it was rumored that Santa could be seen on rare occasions taking a nip of vodka every now and then. Happy ending! Merry Christmas to all!
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that was fun.
Okay, so a question for you. If you read our posts, I described a holiday tradition called a Secret Santa exchange.
Yeah.
A white elephant exchange. The title of this scenario here was called a Secret Santa exchange. So why did I name it that?
Leila, please.
Don't say Leila, please. Leila is in. You see, I'm sorry. I enjoyed it every moment, but I told Iwan that I wasn't going to join, and he persuaded me to join, but I was really ill, and I just read it once. And I'm so sorry. I have to read it again, and then I can answer your question. But I love the exchange. I love it.
Okay, the point was the title has a double meaning because there was no Secret Santa exchange by the normal definition, correct? No one picked names from a hat, no one exchanged presents. So the title doesn't seem to have any relationship to the story. So Diana, what do you think? What's the double meaning in the name?
Well, it was like a detective story. So there was an exchange, yes. So they exchanged their, I don't know, like personalities, right? So they exchanged the countries, but it was not like in that game, yeah, like Secret Santa game. So
instead of a Secret Santa exchange, it was a Secret Santa exchange. The Santas were exchanged instead.
So, yeah, so the intonation is different. The stress, right? The stress is
the grouping of the words.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, all right, very good.
Mata, please, you have a comment?
No, I changed my mind.
Okay, so it was a good try to write T in our chat. That's why I asked.
Yeah, I'm polite. I'm polite.
Okay, so I have a question for the listeners. So what is grandfather, what are the Christmas traditions in Russia that you can remember from this story? As far as Grandfather Frost and his granddaughter, how do they do Christmas over there?
Children recite a poem. The family waits for Father Frost.
Right.
A lot of vodka was involved. I'm not sure why.
Russia bashing, that's all.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I saw some vodka in such cases.
To survive, yes, I know, all the recitation. You need some, right?
So what I understand from Ivan is that for Christmas in Russia, the families wait up at night and invite Grandfather Frost into their homes, and the kids entertain him and sing for him and dance, and they recite poems, and he interacts with the families. He comes in the front door. He doesn't use a chimney.
Right.
He can travel in a wagon pulled by horses, but he can also, I think he has a sleigh, so he can also fly through the sky if he's in a different mood. Okay.
Yes,
Different mode of sleighs, right? As well.
Well, only little correction. It's not about Christmas. It's about New Year.
Yeah.
New Year. Okay, New Year.
I don't know. Do we have some traditions on Christmas or not? I mean, definitely religious something, but not a civil one.
So, Holly, would you like to describe the American version of Santa and Christmas as it differs from Grandfather Frost?
Oh, the American Santa is gimme. In my list, and I'm checking it twice. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. Pretty much materialistic consumerism today, but lots of fun with little ones. Hopefully completely destroyed. Magic. Santa is magical for little ones. Yeah. So Christmas is Santa comes on his sleigh, big chubby Santa down the chimney, magic. Clean, magic. Fills stockings, we hang stockings. We still hang stockings, we're big kids. And so Santa fills them every year. Santa gave me lots of little things this morning.
Wonderful.
So, no poems, which I think I need to be Russian. I love this tradition of reciting poems.
And there is a trick, sorry for interruption, because Frost considered to very old guy, the children should recite it aloud, like seriously.
Loudly.
Yes, loudly. Mhm.
Is them good skills, yeah.
Gerard?
What a question. So, does someone the role of Father Frost in Russia? Because it's supposed that Father Frost come to visit the family. So, who does this role?
You mean who we invite to our houses? Who's this man?
Yeah, it's supposed like Father Frost visits every home. So,
Yes. It's answer is simple. It's fathers.
okay.
Sometimes we pay to actors. Sometimes we pay to actors, but only if we have big company. So if we have big company of children in my house, I will pay to some actor to come, and we usually do that. But if we just one family, so it's father's work.
Yes.
Leila, you wrote in chat?
Oh, I just want to say that, let alone just the commercial side of the Christmas or the other special days, it's a kind of family unity, you know, just family members gather together. And I love having Christmas one. Why not? Ivan.
Yes.
You promised me that you are not going to ask me any question.
Diana, want to answer?
Yeah, about our celebrations. Actually, our kids start celebrating this winter time a bit earlier on St. Nick's Day. This is the big thing for kids here. So on the 19th of December, we have St. Nicholas Day. And on this day, children receive presents, obedient children, good kids, they receive presents under the pillow. Yes, they can find the presents under the pillow. So if the child was bad, was not good enough, he will find the birch rod under the pillow. So, and actually Bozhena was really scared this year. So she suspected that something went wrong, probably. So she was so scared to find this, yes, this birch rod under the pillow. Yeah. And actually, then we celebrate Christmas later, yeah, on the 7th of January, according to our, different calendar in our churches. So, but we don't have Santa, or we do have some presents, but actually we have a little bit, according to Ukrainian tradition, we have the special, not the Christmas tree, but traditionally we have the so-called diduch. This is like the special, I don't know how to describe it. It is made of straw. It is made of wheat straw, and this is like a figure of a man, but okay, it is, well, it's like a figure of a person, but, well, not exactly, of course, because it is made of a straw. So we put it in the corner of the house, and it is supposed to attract good luck and everything, you know, good energy. So that's the traditional thing, the tradition which goes back before Christianity. So it's very old.
Right. We don't have this straw man, but we have another things. I'm not aware exactly, but I know that women do a lot of how it goes, forecast. Jana, help me. How?
Yes, some magic, some women magic. a lot of special. Yeah, like, okay, they predict who young girls. Yes, they.
Yes.
They do some magic tricks. Yes, there are a lot of holidays during December. Yeah, and they can foresee who will be their future husband, the name of the husband, how he will look like, what will, you know, how much money will he make?
Right.
All this stuff. Yeah, very nice, wonderful time.
how much will he drink and so on. Yes.
Sure, absolutely. And the answer is always a lot, you know.
Gerard?
In Catalonia, we have a special tradition. We celebrate on Christmas Eve, and we have a log on the ground and then a blanket. And the children make the log cheat presents. So the children take a stick and hit the log and say, log, cheat sweets, sweet desert, sweet money. But piñata is different because a piñata is like hanging on the...
Yeah.
And children are blinded. That's different because that's different.
Leila?
I just want to say something that I will ask a question. Here we usually have dinner for New Year, and mommy usually makes rice with turkey. Yeah. And my question is, before I just joined the class, I read a kind of calendars, article. That there is the Gregorian, am I spelling right? Gregorian calendar? Calendar.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies from Iran told me that there are also lunar and solar calendars. Any idea?
Use a lunar calendar. So their new year comes in February or March.
Okay.
Because it's based on the moon, the dates change every year, so it's a little bit confusing.
Okay. So which calendar we are using? Gregorian, right?
Well, Gregorian calendar are used by churches mainly, right? So look, there is like Gregorian and what is the name of the other? Julian. Yeah? Julian. Yes. So and this is actually the different in dates. That's why we have this discrepancy in the some celebrations of some holidays connected with that. But I think that we use Gregorian calendar in our lives, but churches of our Orthodox churches, they use Julian calendar. Am I right, or am I just confused them?
Wow.
Okay, those two calendars are used. I'm not sure which one is used by normal civil people all over the world.
Yes, and let me show you a trick. In Russian, when we already had New Year, we have another New Year in 2 weeks because it's old New Year.
Because of these calendars, right?
It's New Year, but by another style, another calendar style. So we have 2 New Years each year. Yes, and we call it the old New Year. Yes, holiday.
That's right. Absolutely. Celebrations are just very difficult time of the year, actually.
Yeah.
Fattening,
Vasan, tell us 2 words, 2 sentences about New Year in India. Please.
Detective?
Marshiba Bashma? No. BM? Maybe you would like to share something? Mata, something special about New Year? Can you share something with us?
Well, nothing special, just the holiday.
Do you cook?
No, we are not Christians, so it's not about the New Year. We only like when we spend some day with family, and we always have special meals together. But if you go outside and have a walk in the markets and so on, you will see that all the shops show their products, and mainly they will be red colors. So it's something nice, and you will find many offers, sales like this. So these are the good things about the new year. And chocolate. Yeah.
Okay, Svetlana, hello. Looks like there is a problem with time zone because we almost finished.
Yeah, I thought it's 7 o'clock. Sorry, but
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Who is that? Heidi. Heidi, and I
Hello, Savannah.
hello, Polly. I thought that in my time it's 7 o'clock, so I was waiting. Oh, it's okay. It's my mistake.
Okay. Lynn, few words about I don't know, New Year, Christmas. What do you celebrate? How long?
We have water for New Year. We spray each other with water. It lasts for days usually, but it lasts for about 5 days in our version of leap year. It's very fun, actually.
Diane, you should try. You should try.
Oh, it's too cold. It's too cold.
I can explain you Javeco. Okay. Spanish tradition in the eve of New Year. So we are waiting in front of the TV to see how the bells jingle. So first the bells jingle 4 times. That's the quarters, and then 12 times. So we have a glass with 12 grains of grape. So when the bells start to jingle, we eat the grapes. So I make a wish. And we try to eat all the grapes, the 12 grapes, before the last bell jingles.
Oh, that's very dangerous tradition.
Yes. But people are prepared. So there are grapes without seeds. And even pure grape. And even you can buy a can with 12 grains.
Oh my goodness.
Peeled grape, especially for this day.
Wow. Probably they are very expensive.
Yes.
Special New Year grapes.
Well, we have the same, almost the same in Russia, but without grapes we use champagne.
Yes.
Instead. So when the clock starts the bells, we have to open bottle to pour each vase. I don't know.
Glass.
Glass, pour each glass and drink together. So it's kind of heritage in that.
Yeah.
Last comments? No. Vasant, Leila, please.
I was just I just wanted to mention about the New Year at 12 o'clock. We make wishes, 3 wishes. I don't know why 3, but everybody can make 3 wishes. Yeah,
it's always better than 1 wish. How about New Year's resolutions?
We don't have that, but sometimes I write my wishes on a piece of paper. It's a kind of therapy, you know. But we don't have New Year resolutions in my country. It's my preference.
Okay. Vasant, you lost connection when I asked you, but I asked, can you share with us something special about India and New Year and Christmas? Anything?
Okay. We have Santa here, but not too much traditional, because he's a poor Santa here, so he cannot afford all these gifts for the entire village. So he comes along with the people who sing carols. So So, and he only gives us the calendars for the New Year. That's all he can do.
No candy, no sweets.
Too expensive.
No, the sweets are distributed by the church.
Okay, so now we know everything about New Year and Christmas.
Absolutely everything, yes.
So thank you. Let's celebrate it and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Christmas.
Was
Happy New Year.
fun.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.